TPP tells us that the average American is having a reduction in their purchasing power because of the big beautiful bill. Same thing with everybody else making at or under $51,000 per year because of the massive cuts to energy production, which is making energy cost more, because of the massive cuts to ACA subsidies, where now people on the ACA have to pay upwards of an additional $2,000 a month for insurance. Massive cuts to Medicaid. So now 10 million low-income Americans got caught off of Medicaid. Massive cuts to food stamps. Now 3 million low-income Americans got cut off of food stamps. So overall, the bill in which quote-unquote no tax on tips is very detrimental to the average American. Last point I'll make here is that Kamala Harris also ran on no tax on tips. So you'd be getting that same provision without any of the negative side effects given that she was president, which is only more reason insofar as why you shouldn't support Trump today.
And also, I like him because he like reinforced the border more so that they like can't enter.
Yeah, reinforce the border more.
Easily.
So you're gonna completely bail on the first point. Sure. What did Donald Trump do to increase border security?
He closed the border, and he also deported many illegal immigrants.
How did he close the border?
By sending more people there.
Really? I don't think that sending more people to the border closes the border. Don't you think that the border was wide open under Biden?
Well, like it's more patrolled.
Was the border wide open under Biden?
No.
Was it open under Biden? Was the border bad under Biden?
I mean, it was pretty shit because
right. But like we've had the most troops deployed in American history to the southern border under Biden. Not only do we have like 15,000 of our own, we also had 17,000 Mexican troops.
Apparently, they didn't do that good of a job because they still came flooding in.
Right. So what it seems like is just merely deploying troops to the southern border doesn't close the southern border. So
okay, but
why did he close the southern border?
What?
What did he do to close the southern border?
He sent better people there and had better equipment to like properly control them. Just because you send multiple people, because they obviously aren't coming in more.
Okay. That's the meat on the bone. That's what's important here. The fact that undocumented entry has gone down, right?
Yes.
Okay. I agree. Undocumented entry has gone down by like a lot. That does not mean that the border is more secure. I think that means that we have a very dictatorial leader who's been violating the human, constitutional, and natural rights of both legal and undocumented immigrants in this country, which has scared away new entry. Since the beginning of Donald Trump's second administration, we've seen people getting deported with no due process in violation of their constitutional rights to a place in Sica, El Salvador, where they've literally been tortured. JP, thank you so much for the present nebula on TikTok. I appreciate you, JP. That is beyond kind of you, my friend. Shout out to JP. Shout out to JP. Since the beginning of the second administration, we've been witnessing the murder of citizens in the streets of this country, which has then been defended by the administration. We've seen college students black-bagged and then illegally taken to ICE detention centers thousands of miles away. We've seen inhumane detention centers like Alligator Alcatraz be popped open in less than 2 weeks and then shot down in less than a month.
What happened with Barack Obama when he put in these illegal immigrants in cages?
One moment. Okay. We've seen so much human rights abuse of the Constitution, so on and so forth. Not only on the individual level defended by the administration, such as I just described, but also on that federal level through illegal policies, such as infringing on the 14th Amendment, to take citizenship away from citizens, to reclassify them as undocumented immigrants to be deported. These are the things in which are reducing new undocumented entry by scaring it away, not a better secured border.
Okay, so you're talking about inhumane facilities. But what happened when Barack Obama put all these illegal immigrants in cages during his presidency?
I will not litigate that claim because it is irrelevant to the debate.
How? You're talking about what they did with these illegal immigrants that came into our country.
And the reason why we're talking about what they've been doing to the undocumented immigrants is only as it is relevant to disproving your claim that the reason why undocumented entry is down is because of a border that's more secure.
Whoa, wait, what? Repeat that again. My bad.
The reason why I brought up the inhumane treatment of legal immigrants and undocumented immigrants today in America is because it is what refutes and disproves your claim that the border is more secure, and that's why undocumented immigration is down. Because what we're demonstrating here is a reason why undocumented immigration is down has nothing to do with the border that's more secure, and it's more so to do with them being scared to enter because of the inhumane treatment of people just like them that are already here.
Or that they just don't want to come here because that it's better, and also like they see what ICE is doing and it's more enforced, so that they like, I don't know.
I mean,
this is my first debate.
Well,
How
my
did
friend,
I do that?
my friend, you just agreed with me.
No.
You said that the
because
reason
ICE
why
is
they don't
better
want to
in
come
control
here
and-
is because they've seen what ICE is doing and they no longer want to enter. Exactly
No, because
my
they know
point.
that they're more strict and it's not as easy.
I would definitely argue that what you're calling strictness is in all reality fascist. Okay? No, there's nothing quote unquote strict about killing people and then defending it by falsely labeling them as terrorists. That's just fascist. There's nothing strict about rewriting the Constitution illegally with the use of a unconstitutional EO to redefine citizens as undocumented immigrants. Okay, that's just him positioning himself above the law of the land, trying to play dictator. Okay, like, dude, nothing strict about that. That's just authoritarianism.
How did he put himself above the law? I don't understand that.
By acting
he
like
went
he could
against-
change the law with executive orders.
What? Like, how did he have executive orders?
Do you know what an executive order is?
Nah, not really. I'm a dumbass, I guess.
An executive order, okay, is an enforceable order that the president can sign into effect that is just supposed to tell us how we implement federal law, okay? Meaning that executive orders have to abide by federal law and they have to abide by the Constitution, okay? But he's been using executive orders not to describe how we implement federal law, but rather to rewrite federal law and to rewrite the Constitution. Like with his executive order number 14160 that ordered that if you're born here on American soil to parents that are undocumented immigrants, you do not have a rightful claim to birthright citizenship, even though in all reality, they've had that right constitutionally protected since 1868 with the enforcement of the 14th Amendment.
Yeah, I think that, like, yeah, I don't know. This is my first debate. Very nervous. I can't really think. But thank you for your time. Have a good day.
You as well. I hope that you consider some of the things in which I shared with you. We're going to move on to the next guest right now. Only up inside of that queue if you are MAGA. Only up inside of that queue if you are MAGA. We got the next guest loading up in the box right now. For everybody hanging out with us in here, guys, make sure that you're double tapping away on that phone screen. I want to see if we could maybe try to get up to 10 million likes. That would be crazy. Hell yes. Let's get that live to push out to more people. Let's get more people in here. Okay, we're going to try to change some minds. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? What's your name? Peyton? Hello? Peyton? It's not here. Okay, fantastic. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now. All right. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up in the box right now, you guys. This next guest is only going to be up momentarily. Very shortly. A lot of people want to understand the context here. Hey, you're a beta. Remember when you lost that push-up competition to me? 87-25?
Why do you show your fans that you're such a little wussy boy that you constantly
Wussy boys win push-up competitions. Wussy boys. I'm a wussy boy. W-wussy boys in the comment section. W-wussy boys in that comment section. Wussy boys.
You want to get up to 10 million likes? Okay? You have a real strong debate and stop picking through the people who are shitty and making yourself look good, bro. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Take on some real debates. Take on some real ones,
tell
bro.
the real debaters to hop in the queue, dude. What the hell are we doing?
Well, one thing we need to do,
I
Mr.
just like
Withers,
randomly select people.
is we need to
randomly select
understand.
people.
We need to understand that Donald Trump did checkmate today with Iran. Have you talked to your chat about that yet? Or did he taco? Did you want the unaliving of innocent victims standing on bridges because of the IRGC today? Is that what you wanted?
Well, he
Mr.
did
Withers?
taco, but I'm happy he did. Very good.
Oh, good. So good. Was that checkmate for Iran today?
I think it was not a checkmate for Iran because it doesn't really seem like he's getting anything out of this. And I know that he's not getting anything out of this because he's had to lie about what he's getting out of it. And when he said that we have this 2-week ceasefire with Iran, he said that we've already effectively implemented regime change and we've achieved all of our military objectives, which means Everything in which he wanted to get done in Iran by starting the war has already been achieved. But then when we reflect on what has been achieved since he started the war in late February, nothing has been achieved since we started the war in late February.
Nothing has been achieved.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah, what's been achieved?
Seriously.
What's been achieved?
We have definitely neutralized targets, okay, over there. 100%. We have absolutely
Be more specific.
shined the... What's that?
Be more specific.
Government and their military facilities.
Does
that
the
we've
IRGC
struck.
still stand?
I mean, they're like cockroaches. They're scattering. Of course, they still stand. What
Okay,
are we
so they
supposed
still
to do?
stand.
Just, why are we supposed to level the whole
Are the
entire
Iranian people
place?
liberated?
I mean, we're definitely shaking things up, dude, for sure.
No,
Yeah.
no. I want a direct answer to my question. As it stands, are the Iranian